They said no one should enter a cab alone at night. I thought it was just village talk until I entered one myself. It was a rainy evening in Enugu. The last buses had left the park, and I stood by the roadside shivering. The street lights flickered, and the sound of crickets filled the air. Then a taxi pulled up. It was an old green cab with paint peeling off its doors. The driver leaned out, wearing a cap pulled low over his eyes. "Where are you going?" he asked. "To Akabukai side," I replied nervously. He nodded. "Enter." Relieved, I stepped in. The inside smelled faintly of dust and something I couldn't place. I sat at the back. The seats were rough, as if no one had used them in years. The car moved smoothly, too smoothly, almost noiselessly. I tried to relax, but then I noticed something strange. The meter on the dashboard wasn't moving. The driver's hands were not on the wheel, yet the car drove perfectly, turning corners on its own. My throat went dry. "Excuse me, sir," I whispered. "You're not holding the steering." The driver slowly tilted his head, his face still hidden by the cap. Then, in a low voice, he said, "Don't worry, the car knows the way." My heart pounded. I wanted to jump out, but the doors had no handles inside. I glanced through the window. Dark forest stretched on both sides. The driver hummed a tune, a slow, haunting melody I had heard before. It was a funeral song. The rain stopped. The road grew emptier. No other lights, no other cars. Only the sound of the tires on the wet road. Finally, we reached a junction. I saw a group of night traders packing their goods. I shouted, "Stop here." The car slowed. The driver finally lifted his head. His face was pale, his eyes empty, like he wasn't fully there. He gave a thin smile and whispered, "Not everyone who enters leaves." Before I could reply, the door beside me swung open on its own. I tumbled out, landing hard on the ground. When I looked back, the cab was gone. No sound of an engine, no light in the distance, just silence. The traders ran to me. Breathless, I told them what happened. They exchanged worried looks. One old man shook his head. "You entered his cab," he said. "That driver has been gone for years, but sometimes his car still roams at night, picking those who don't listen." From that night, I never waited by the roadside after dark. And in Enugu, when the rain falls and a green cab stops in front of you, people say only one thing: don't enter.